Hello friends, in this video I will tell you how to do a pie chart. Before that, you should know what is a pie chart. Pie chart is a circular chart divided into sectors illustrating numerical proportions. In a pie chart, the arc length of each sector is proportional to the quantity it represents. Like it's a circular pie chart, it is divided into sectors and they represent the quantity. While it is named for its resemblance to a pie which has been sliced, there are variations on the way it can be presented. The earliest known pie chart is generally credited to William Playfair's Statistical Breviary of 1801. Pie charts are very widely used in business world and mass media. Now I will tell you how you can do it better. If you will know this, you can do it better in the exam. So the first part is introduction. The first paragraph you write is an introduction. The introduction is 1 or 2 sentences where you introduce your chart. In the introduction, you have to paraphrase the information from your question and mention 2 important things. Those things are what your graph shows for what period of time. So you have to tell in the introduction what your graph shows and for what period of time. And now second is journal overview. The second paragraph of your answer is journal overview, where you briefly describe 2 to 4 key features of your chart. In our case, there are 2 main options to describe key features. Like if they tell you to find the biggest and smallest slice of each pie chart, so you have to find which is the biggest slice and which is the smallest. Find which slice became bigger or smaller or didn't change. Each option is fine, but don't write both of them, because you have to keep your overview short. Now, include the information you have gathered from the chart into your overview. Always start your journal overview with the word overall. Now, there is a third part, that is specific details. The last part of your answer is specific details. You should group the specific details of chart in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Remember, you have to group them in 2 to 3 paragraphs. Now, I will give you some tips to do it better. Firstly, you have to read the question properly, so you will come to know that you have to do pie chart at least 150 words. If your words will be less, your marks can be reduced. So, the first tip is always highlight the largest and smallest proportion. Remember, highlight largest and smaller proportion. The second is, if there are 2 pie charts in the different time periods, then you must highlight key changes and trends. Now, the third is use pie chart language, like accounts for, comprises of, represent. The fourth is the phrase should be used when units have not been stated in the previous sentence, like units are measured in dash. You can write in which thing units are measured. Now I will give you an example of a pie chart that you can understand it better. So here is one example done for you. The example is the diagram below give information on transport and car use in Edmonton. Summarize the information by selecting and report and main features and make comparisons where relevant. So here is one type table and one pie chart given. You have to compare them if needed and tell what they actually depict. They both depict different things. Table shows the reason why people use cars, and pie chart illustrate type of transportation people prefer, like people use cars, taxi, buses, LTR, that is light rail transit. So you have to do a pie chart on the base of given information. You can do it better if you firstly understand the question and the information. If you gonna explain the table, you can tell like 55% people use their cars to commute to work, 15% for shopping and 15% for leisure. 40% of the people use their cars for taking their kids to the school, whereas 45% people use it for business. In the pie chart, they have depicted how much percent people use their vehicles, like 44% people use their cars, 10% use taxi and 10% use of bus, whereas LTR used 35% by other peoples. You have to explain this all things in the pie chart, and then you have to do it very systematically, like firstly giving the information in the introduction, secondly you have to give a specific details in 2 or 3 paragraphs, and at the end you have to give a journal idea that is started with word overall. So in the end, in the overall you can tell that is a result. In the result you can tell people depend so much on the cars and they use alternative methods very friendly and in a good way. So this is a pie charts example. You can use it to understand how you can do a pie chart better. Thanks. Stay tuned for more.